Hey everybody, Asher here, and you can see the colony has grown just a touch bigger. We have a few things to talk about based on what I've done off camera here, but let's at least go around first and talk to some of the colonists. We don't need to do like so much of that, but you can see this little thing means it's rent time. And people want to pay. We'll talk about what this is in just a minute, but what have I been doing off camera? Big thing was just trying to get some stuff together, and you're going to see he's going to pay his little rent right there. Thank you, we got 10 javelins, not the best rent ever. We have a new little creature here, and it dropped us some good stuff here. I didn't want to actually buy from you. Although it is nice that we have an avian merchant, although we didn't get, we didn't actually get, I can't talk today. We didn't get credit for the quest for getting an avian merchant. We actually have someone who's trying to sleep over here. So we got a few pixels, which is good. We got a replicator, which is very important for actually upgrading here. Now, the thing that happened was that I needed to upgrade the furnace, and then from the furnace you can make things like batteries, poison, well, we haven't gone to any toxic worlds, otherwise we could find poison, silicon boards, which require sand and coal, which means I needed to find a different planet with sand, which means that my ship's currently orbiting above a different planet, which we'll get to in just a little bit. So from there I was able to get to the replicator. Replicator opens all kinds of good things like the Dark Knight's equipment. That's not what I wanted to do here. However, we can see that I do have it equipped already, but you can't see exactly what it looks like here. It looked like a lot of the other glitch soldiers that are here. Now, there's some other really good things that you can get from the replicator, although we don't necessarily have it unlocked yet. But one of the things that we do need to go to our next planet is actually heating EPP, which requires the radiation to upgrade it, and then Durasteel 1 battery, which I ended up buying instead of trying to go to a toxic world, and 1 scorched core. How in the world did I get a scorched core? I bought an egg for one of these things in the Terramart, the flame variety of the egg. It hatches, it doesn't take too long, and it will drop scorched cores when it's ready. Much more reliable than trying to wait for a random drop in a desert world. So all we need now, if I can find what box I put them in, is my Durasteel bars, which I have 30. I did some deep mining. I actually got another transport, which was really nice, but now we have everything that's here that we need, and it's good on dangerously cold planets, which means the last thing that we need is the cooling EPP, which also works the other way. Well, radiation levels on this planet are extremely hazardous. We're dying. Whoa, wait. Okay. We almost just killed ourselves, because that's one fun part, is that this always unequips it. So lovely. Alright, now there's a few things we need to do in this game for sure. We have quite a bit of food available, which we're going to eat some of it here. I did finally get around to building a better kitchen, which is something that we can do here. Actually make a lot of different things here, like corn on the cob, which gives you much more food bonus than popcorn. Pearl pea broth, which is actually a pretty good thing here. Battered banana, which requires a wheat and banana. We can also make lots of drinks, jams, everything else. So we have some good options here, albeit there still is a place for the campfire. Why is there still a place for the campfire or the cooking pot or anything like that? Main reason is because there's still some things I can cook here, like roasted carrots. So that kitchenette thing is not good enough for everything. Now, one thing I've had to deal with is that I've pissed off one of my previous colonists by taking this kitchen pot out. If you change around their furniture, they'll be very sad. So we don't want that. However, there are some things we do want to do. I want to go ahead and go first to our ship, because we've had some substantial changes. And then we're going to go to, you know, I could go to the ship. I could go to the outpost. I don't think there's anything I need at the outpost right now. So let's just go to the ship. If you've seen the title of this video, you already know what I'm doing. But first off, I have a larger ship than I had before, because I have 4 crew. I did accidentally hit the dismiss button for one of them. But now I have 4 crew here. What do these crew do? Well, it depends on what they have here. Alert, where shall we go, Captain? You can see you can press E and get them to go around here. We have this tailor who will put everybody in their uniforms whenever you want to or not. We have another guard over here, and then we have, I think we have mostly guards. So interesting there. However, what we're doing today is a slightly different mission. It's not something that I would say I've been putting off for a while, but it is something that needs to get done. so that I can keep progressing the game. And that's not necessarily going to cold planets, although that is one of the next things I can do. No, what I'm talking about here is I'm just going to be putting some of my gear up for a minute. No, what we're talking about doing today is actually going to finally take on the Penguin UFO. So if we look at our crew here, here's Cogfoot, Hirshu, Hala, and Tayek. We don't want to worry about them or accidentally dismiss them. We have a few places we can go. We can go to the weapon testing site. We don't need to do that yet. We actually don't want to do that yet until we get better gear. Dreadwing, on the other hand, easy requires assistance. Defeat Dreadwing, so at the beak easy. Not easy, requires assistance. What I want to do is make sure that I have enough healing gear first. I feel like I probably should with the medicine kits here. We're not going to need a flashlight for this. So a few bandages. I have not made an apothecary table, so we don't have like all the fast heals in the world, but we can make a few more salves, so at least we have it. And we're going to see if the UFO fight has changed substantially since last time. I don't think it has. Penguin UFO, let's do it. Now, previously I've been using my like my little staff right here to make things work. And this still takes out quite a few things. You can see we can still destroy all these spikes here, which is something we learned before. I'm pretty sure we're going to have an invisible wall in just a minute, so we're not going to worry about that too much. And we actually do have a guard that came with us. Okay, well, we'll see if that makes things a little bit easier. Now, because this is the Penguin UFO level, we are not going to have options for like digging into the ground or anything, even though this is snow. My other question is, honestly, is the UFO, is this going to be the weapon to take it on with, or am I going to want to melee? Because my old strategy was not to fire rockets or anything. It was actually to go and, how do I put this? Actually use a sword and shield and take it on as it jumped down. So we should be fairly close. Let's see here. So we still got some good sound in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. I would love to take that flame barrel. Like, we're just obliterating everything with this right now, so that's a positive. So one more fire portal should do it, and we should be right around the place where we see Dreadwing. Oop, let's get you real quick. There he is. Hello, Dreadwing. And see, I'm already taking bad damage. Fortunately, we're hitting Dreadwing quite a bit. So we'll see how this goes. Because he's going to start crashing here in just a minute. So we can see he has a few little buddies here. Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff orbiting him. Let's go ahead and do one heal here. So there's the probably the money shot right there. I didn't know that's what we were going for. And there we go, Dreadwing dead. Not so bad. We have like one suicide bomber with a dynamite on his chest. That's inappropriate to say. But we do have Dreadwing, the Penguin Codex. I've always wanted to learn a little more about Dreadwing. Do we have like another treasure chest here? We really should. But the other nice thing is that now that we've done this, which I apparently could have done this a lot earlier, Fire Staff still OP, as I guess we knew. Almost makes me wonder if I can do the other thing now, although that's probably a terrible idea. I want to go on to some other planets first. Let's clear all the way over here, and then we'll read about Dreadwing. I don't want anybody else to rise up and be one of his cronies, so we have... doesn't look like we have too much else. However, we can transport out at any time. I was just kind of hoping that we'd have like one place where maybe we'd be able to cut through. Yeah, we just got invisible walled. Alright, let's beam up. Okay, I don't want to reset my progress. Let's see. Codex, Dreadwing the Penguin. Gather ye round and hear the tale of Dreadwing, scourge of the universe, bane of all spacefarers. Seldom a day goes by without some nefarious scheme occurring in this contemptible beast. He prowls the stars in his flying saucer, leaving naught but bitter resentment in his wake. Followers flock to him, drawn by respect or compelled by fear. At the sound of his name, his enemies scatter for the four winds. He is Dreadwing, the small blue penguin. Burn it! Alright, well, we did defeat Dreadwing. We'll see what we get of it. So, back to the teleshop. That was surprisingly easy. That fight stumped me for so long, once upon a time. So, Dreadwing's down. At least this means I think we can unlock some stuff at the Beakeasy. Oh! Not all penguins are troublemakers. Who am I kidding? Yes, we are. Okay. I am the consummate professional. That's nice. So now we have a few people following us. Okay, lawless guys. That's... Oh, look, we actually have a bunch of people back here now. You sorted them out for me? Thanks. Now I'm back in business. Come speak to me if you want a doubloon to hire a penguin mercenary. So I'm pretty sure... Okay, we need 3 diamonds to get that. There's a lot of things we want diamonds for. But we do have all these mercenaries. That's a good way to inflate the number of crew that you have. So let's see. I'm not even sure how far we are into the video, but I think it is about time for us to go ahead and... We do have a few tech cards potentially available. For some reason I have a bunch of snowballs over here, but here's the Terra Mart. Fire Fluffalo. Those will give you scorched cores, and there's other ones that will give you plant fibers. These, you can get ones that will give you poison. They don't really die for much of anything, so that's a plus. And I probably could upgrade my tech a little bit here, but let's go ahead and just see what reward we have. Yay! Maybe we did get a weapon. Necrotic Terraquake, not very good. And I don't think there's anything else we can upgrade here. Don't think there's anything else we can upgrade here right now, so that's okay. Let's go back. We can go to our base anytime we want to now, and because we have a second teleporter core, which I just did find deep, deep, deep underground, that means that we have a lot of options for where we can go next. I don't think I've done enough exploring to get enough manipulator modules. I've got 15. I'm pretty sure I need 16 or 18 to get what I want to get next. 4x4 tiles. We don't really care about wiring yet. 16. I kind of want that better deconstruction rate. Although we can get increased range, which is good because that lets you see things, but we're not going to do that. So how much fuel do we have? 130. We probably need to stop and grab some fuel before we do what we're going to do next. So I did bookmark this planet because it does have a glitch settlement on it, and that is information that we will want later, because it's actually not like a fight glitch area, it's a talk to glitch. So we'll probably get most of our scans there. And can we seriously not get fuel here? Okay, here's one. No atmosphere. This is what you want. You want Crystal Auricus fuel. Let's do it. We fly. We fly because that's what we do. Alright. We don't need that much fuel. We just need a little bit. But like I said, the interesting thing about the glitch ship is that pretty much it's going to look like a big castle with some rustic stuff here. And I can't say for sure exactly what my goals are for designing it. However, I believe a lot of these things can actually be deconstructed and rebuilt however we want. But the motif's still going to be here. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go down to the surface. Like I said, I'm excited that we have a bigger place. Oh, another thing that I did, and I hope somebody suggested it to me in the comments because it's a good idea regardless, is that I made a flag and put it on the avian airship. Glitch flag, there we go. Now you can only do one of these at a time to bookmark a location, I think. But I can transport to that airship instead of having to go halfway around the world where my colony is. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and go down and get some fuel off the moon, assuming we're not about to get blasted by meteors. And we still have our escort. That's pretty nice. Am I about at the point where I should start digging pretty deep down into the world? Maybe. Okay, so there's some entities attracted to us because we're getting fuel. Nothing unusual about that. But yes, for those of you who are unfamiliar, this is how you get fuel in the game. If you don't want to do this, you can buy fuel at the outpost. Or if you happen to be on a place that actually has no moons and you're out of fuel, then you can go to the outpost. So there always will be a way to get there. Unfortunately, pixels are pretty easy to come by. So we're not going to be here too long. I do like the low gravity. I haven't seen too much in the way of some of the planet types like before. I hope this doesn't kill me. Nope. But we are getting spooked. Ooh. Like I said, I like the environments like this in the background. It's pretty cool. And maybe I'll have to get some mods to make it more to my liking. But, I mean, while I do enjoy the planet variety so far, I am curious about some of the mods that I kind of missed out on at the end of the game in the beta, like some of the universe expansion mods. Alright, that's not a great outlet here. Like, I could dig straight down, I just don't want to actually get hit. Although I do want to see if I can maybe hit a ghost. Alright, much fuel? Not really. And that's a really deep drop. I think we're probably good. I'm not trying to go too far here. But we have your EPPs, by the way, do stack. So they get more functionality. Unfortunately, I do believe because I didn't take out the upgrade there that this one, that's what happened to my light one. It's gone. Alright. Well, let's go back to the ship. This should be enough. I'm not trying to take all the fuel from all the planets here, but let's see here. So here's our gunman. Fuel, what's in the hatch? 79 should be enough. I think there's other things you can add for fuel as well, but for now this is what we're doing. Alright, so we're not too far off. We just kind of went from this radioactive star down to here. I didn't want to go all the way back. I just wanted to find a close desert planet. So we still have some frozen stars and a fiery star over here. So I want to think about where we want to go. Like, there's a dangerously cold frozen planet that's pretty extreme. This one does have a moon. It's only 1/16 away, so we could have made it here. What is very interesting to me is that we also have a dark world here. Now, I have no idea how a dark world is going to translate in actually... oh, wow, actually ocean. And no breathable atmosphere on that moon. But I'm not exactly sure how dark world is going to translate in a video because it actually does not have light, but we also have like a dark, cold moon as well. But apparently there's a lot of these things around here. But we want to go to, is this a frozen star, right? Apologies. I know I've gotten comments of past saying, oh my god, you sneeze so loud. Trust me, you're not the first person to tell me that. And everything's falling down now because I sneeze, so that's great. Alright, so Chiron Basin, not very exciting. Is a frigid ocean world versus a, at the beam site are dangerously low, the area is frozen. Alright, I think of all the systems that are out here, and like I said, we have a nice selection of fiery stars over here afterwards. We can always go over here later on. I haven't seen any tentacle worlds around, which is unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure they're not implemented in the game like they would have been once upon a time, except for some stuff that we're not going to get into yet. Alright, temperatures of this area are dangerously low, and they're frozen. This seems like as good of a place as any. Let's go ahead and go for 1/16 fuel. So, we defeated Dreadwing. We kind of had a laugh with Dreadwing, let's be honest here. But we're looking for Apex clues. Now, the Apex settlements are typically not going to be on Dark Worlds. Typically, they say they're going to be on Frozen Worlds, but part of the reason is that there's some stuff that is supposedly in upheaval. I think this is an appropriate time to, really? I thought I had some Apex codexes here. Apparently not. Alright. Yeah, that is really weird. Apparently we got all the high lotl in the world. Well, I guess we'll just fly. Nobody's at the helm. Nobody's following me right now. And it's like, yes, my trusty soldiers, I have the magic staff that'll make this work. I really wish I could organize this by what's about to rot here, but fortunately we can get some bonus health as well from the corn on the cob. Not sure how long that lasts. But here's our frozen planet. This used to be the tier 2 planet, now it is tier 4. I'm not going to be making a colony here. If I do make another colony, it'll probably be on one of the end-game planets. But we do have a few goals here. We want to find an apex location, as well as we want to really just kind of get the lay of the land, get some actual ores here. So we already got some hostilities going on. So let's see what we can set on fire. Nobody likes me so far. It's nice when everything is just about to kill you. Alright. Inventory management is fun. Alright. Let's try this again. Let's, instead of using our bandages, let's use our salves. Right here. We don't really need the big med kits, and we definitely don't need a light source up there. Just put the hoe up there for now. Alright, so we got some ghosty things, which fortunately we can hit with magic. Which means we can actually fight off the stuff on the moon with the staff. Which is pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure it's just nighttime right now. We're not looking at anything too crazy like this is a world set in perpetual darkness. Oh wow, did that really drop a circuit board? Oh, drop a RAM. We downloaded more RAM, guys. Congratulations. Alright. So we got some coal, we got some trees, we got some unhappy critters. It might be better for me to start off by digging underground, to be honest. Because a lot of the big ores that I'm looking for are not surface ores. Like I said, we have kind of a two-sided goal here. We want to see if we can find an apex facility of any kind. Really need to make some more torches, don't I? Well, fortunately, from having to get all kinds of coal and sand just to make some silicon boards, we've got torches for days now. Alright, so fortunately we're not hitting our heads there. And I feel so dumb just being like, hey, where's all the iron here? Or where's all the iron on these planets? Okay, I don't think that guy's hostile. But he was in the crossfire, so... So I'm not sure what RAM's going to be used for. I could look it up on the wiki. Here's something. This looks like a Florin settlement, actually. What are the Florins doing here? Stay out of trouble. Well, this is not what I expected at all. Okay, I like rainy days. Well, why are you on a snow planet? Okay, so we got a little bit of a Florin outpost here. And once again, they don't seem to care too much if we go through their books and stuff, so we'll just spread the knowledge of the Florin. I may already know some of the stuff. No, like, great treasure chests down here, but it is daytime now. And I don't really want to break their stuff. So we got like a little actual Florin outpost. Interesting. I wonder how they're holding up. Because these are literally like little ice cave huts, which is pretty cool. What? Interesting. Well, they ganged up on it, that's for sure. Alright, yeah, sorry, I was just wondering what they were firing at. Okay, actual drill, interesting. And 4 copper, which you actually do end up needing a lot of copper, which is why it still appears. Alright, actual little treasure chest. The one downside to this place is that because we have Florin here, it's fairly unlikely that we get an Apex place unless it's an Apex dungeon. No stab, just say hey. Hey, you. I mean, these Florins were just trying to make it. Can't blame them, really. But we'll take the extra tech cards and other stuff. So here's one of their big statues. Oh, look, another thing that we can scan. And it looks like we got a quest here as well. So what do we got? Florin wants you to get 24 plant fiber. And small snowy alcove west of us. So we have a kill something and get our stuff back quest. And we got our first Agisalt too. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so it looks like he wants us to escort him to the west. He's going to be pretty disappointed. Although we could get another crew out of this. Alright, so everybody just follow us, whatever. I think that's a place. No, it's not a place we can sleep. So we know we want to scan for products here. Where is our... Okay, it's going to be... Oh, we just want to bring him to another townsfolk. That's not so bad. Okay, so now we're actually getting some stuff here. Alright, so there's the end of the Florin village. Let's go west and see what we got. We'll do this now. There's no reason not to. But yes, the ever-elusive snow Florins. Who knew, right? Oh, good. He actually puts up a fight. Florin is the best. Fortunately, there's not friendly fire here, so that's pretty good. Always gotta appreciate those kind of outbursts. Alright, so he's trying to help. And we got a bunch of you little guys that are just super hostile today. And they drop, what is that? Phase matter. We're actually gonna need some phase matter. So that's pretty good. Okay, are we really having to drag you all the way back over here? Oh well. Well, these guys are like pretty easily farmed. It's nice when your escort quest actually has people that can competently do things. Okay, good. My shop is resplendent. Come see. Not very resplendent. And we got a little thingy over here. Okay, can we escort, please? Really? Come on down. There we go. I know you're wearing your Jungle Book style hat. Alright, these piggies better not be hostile here. Do you have a delivery for Florin? Here are your goods for you to enjoy. Yay! So we actually brought them over here. And, 6 woven fabrics. Ugh. Alright, that's going to require me to go back to base. So you know what, I guess because we can't actually craft woven fabrics by hand, we have to do that at a loom. But I think we're probably at a pretty good stopping point. We may have to dive into a few worlds before we get to an apex settlement, but that's the way it goes. So that's it for now. This is Asher. Like I said, we'll be doing some streaming. We'll be doing some otherwise normal recording, and I think we're going to have to do some digging down as well. But interesting place to at least see what the world generator is going to do. Just because we're supposed to have apex in the snow. Ooh, good pickup. Static cell, those are expensive. Florin enjoyed that. Florin enjoyed what? Getting smacked in the face by fire. Like I said, this staff is just doing some work. It's like I've been able to skip tiers. But we're pretty much going to go to the east side and call it an episode. So that's it for now. We'll pick this up next time with hopefully some good results, but I guess these Florins just really like shooting everybody that flies overhead. I guess it gives them something to do, right? Oh, yeah, there's just a lot of them out here. Yay, unlimited range on the fireballs. We got another quest here. 8 timber, 6 bone. And we have to... Do we already have it? Yay. Banana, wheat, sugar. Do we have it? Yes. Need 1 milk. Small abandoned cabin to the east. Hunt the phoenix and bring it here. Okay, well that's definitely something I can do. We're at the end of the road. That's it for now. This is Asher, and we'll see if we can maybe get another Florin crew or something. We definitely have some upgrades we need to do as well. But hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's eat up just a little bit just so we don't have things go bad. Probably could have cooked something there at some point. But that's how it goes. We'll do this again. Yada, yada, yada. See you, Star Chain.